In the small, quiet town of Hollow Grove, a sinister presence lurked in the shadows, haunting the residents with a chilling fear that gripped them in their sleep. It all began with a series of mysterious deaths, each victim succumbing to an inexplicable case of sleep apnea. As the town's once tranquil atmosphere turned into an eerie hush, whispers of a malevolent force spread like wildfire. Dr. Evelyn Harper, a renowned sleep specialist, was called to investigate the sudden surge of sleep-related fatalities. As she delved into the medical histories of the deceased, a pattern emerged. Each victim had reported recurring nightmares of a faceless figure standing at the foot of their beds, watching them with cold, lifeless eyes. Intrigued and disturbed, Dr. Harper decided to spend a night in Hollow Grove herself, renting a room at the abandoned Hollow Inn, a decaying structure with a haunted past. The air in the inn was heavy with the weight of unseen malevolence, and shadows danced in the corners of her peripheral vision. That night, as Dr. Harper lay in bed, she felt a sudden weight on her chest. Panic set in as she struggled to breathe, gasping for air. The room plunged into darkness, and an otherworldly chill filled the air. From the inky blackness emerged the faceless figure, its form shifting and contorting like a wraith. "You cannot escape," a voice whispered, chilling her to the bone. Desperation clawed at Dr. Harper as she fought against the invisible force that sought to silence her breath. The walls seemed to close in, and the room echoed with the distant sound of labored breathing. Terrified, she realized that the apnea that claimed the lives of the townspeople was not a mere medical condition, but a malevolent entity feeding off their life force. With a burst of strength born of sheer survival instinct, Dr. Harper managed to break free from the suffocating grasp. Gasping for air, she fled the inn, vowing to uncover the truth behind the faceless entity. As she delved deeper into the town's history, Dr. Harper discovered a dark secret buried in the past. A malevolent force, awakened by a cursed ritual decades ago, had latched onto the town, seeking to consume the essence of the living through their nightmares. Determined to end the curse, Dr. Harper confronted the faceless entity in a chilling showdown. The air thickened with tension as the entity writhed and contorted, its whispers growing louder and more menacing. In a final act of bravery, Dr. Harper recited an ancient incantation she uncovered in her research. The room trembled as the entity fought against the words, its grip weakening. With a deafening scream, the faceless figure dissipated into the shadows, leaving behind an oppressive silence. Hollow Grove, once shrouded in fear, slowly returned to normalcy as the curse lifted. Dr. Harper, haunted by the horrors she witnessed, left the town with a newfound understanding of the thin veil between the world of the living and the realm of nightmares. The faceless entity, banished but not forgotten, lingered in the whispers of the wind, a cautionary tale for those who dared to tread too close to the edge of darkness. Years passed, and Dr. Evelyn Harper tried to put the horrors of Hollow Grove behind her. However, the nightmares persisted, and the memory of the faceless entity lingered in her waking hours. Restless nights became her constant companion, a haunting reminder of the thin line between reality and the supernatural. Haunted by her experiences, Dr. Harper became obsessed with unraveling the mysteries of the paranormal. She delved deeper into ancient texts, seeking answers that could provide solace to her troubled mind. As her research led her to forgotten rituals and forbidden knowledge, she found herself on the brink of uncovering secrets that should have remained buried. One fateful night, as she pored over an ancient grimoire in her dimly lit study, the air grew heavy, and an ominous presence filled the room. The temperature plummeted and shadows danced on the walls. The faceless entity, banished from Hollow Grove but not destroyed, had found its way back to Dr. Harper. "You thought you could escape me," the chilling voice echoed through the room. Fear gripped her heart as the malevolent force intensified. The entity, fueled by a desire for revenge, sought to drag her into the abyss of nightmares once more. Dr. Harper realized that the entity had become a part of her, a curse she could not shake off. Desperate, she frantically searched her research for a way to sever the ties that bound her to the supernatural entity. The solution lay in a forgotten ritual, one that required immense courage and sacrifice. Dr. Harper hesitated, but knew she had no other choice if she wanted to free herself from the looming darkness. With trembling hands, she prepared the ritual, reciting ancient incantations and drawing symbols in chalk on the floor. The air crackled with energy as the room filled with an ethereal glow. The faceless entity writhed in agony, resisting the impending banishment. In a moment of sheer determination, Dr. Harper offered a piece of her own soul as a sacrifice, binding it to the entity. As the ritual reached its climax, a blinding light enveloped the room and a deafening scream echoed through the walls. The faceless entity, now intertwined with Dr. Harper's soul, dissipated into the unknown. Exhausted and changed, Dr. Harper felt a weight lifted from her shoulders. The nightmare ceased, and the lingering darkness that had clung to her dissipated. However, the sacrifice had taken its toll. She could feel the presence of the entity within her, a constant reminder of the thin line she now walked between the worlds. With a heavy heart, Dr. Harper decided to dedicate her life to understanding the supernatural and protecting others from the malevolent forces that lurked in the shadows. She became a guardian of the unknown, aware that her actions had consequences beyond the realm of the living. As she ventured into the darkness, Dr. Harper carried the scars of her encounters, a living testament to the horrors that awaited those who dared to explore the mysteries that lay beyond the veil. The faceless entity, though bound, whispered in the recesses of her mind, a reminder that some curses could never be fully broken